What up? It's your boy Pooly D coming to you on NCBD. Check out the video, you fucking geek. Don't be me. I'm gonna come to your street. Slap up the beat. Pooly D. Pooly D.
After all that, welcome back, guys. That was done in the honor of our first book today, which is Deadpool and Batman issue 1. So after 20 years, 20 long years, I think DC and Marvel decided to collaborate again. And this is probably one of those, comic events wherein, after a long time, there's a tectonic shift and something big happens. And this is one of those books, where Batman and Deadpool crossover. So again, this is going to be probably the highest seller of this week, because of the covers. Simply, there are so many covers to this. I chose this Infinity Gauntlet one because it features all the characters. So you've got Wonder Woman, you've got Captain America, you've got Jeff the Landshark, you've got Crypto, you've got Green Lantern, you've got Kevin Smith and doing Daredevil in this one, and then you've got the Joker, of course. So you got all the characters on this. There are millions of other covers for this one. So, but I picked this because I could get all of them in one cover. So again, this is mostly published by Marvel, and this is Deadpool and Batman. There is a Batman and Deadpool which will also happen somewhere around in November. That'll be printed by DC. So again, this is mostly the main story is written by Zeb Wells here, and Greg Capullo does the art on this one. So as you can see, Zeb Wells and Greg Capullo. So it is a little bit thicker. So it's got like 40 pages. So the main story is again the Deadpool and the Batman. Look at that. He comes in and that is great Greg Capullo art, man. Greg Capullo art is so phenomenal. He's amazing. He was so good in Batman and on Spawn. This is like his wheelhouse. So Zeb Wells, I don't have much to say because the only thing I've read from him is Amazing Spider-Man. So I don't know the quality of the story here, which people did not like. He introduced he made like Peter and Mary Jane separate, and then there was like the introduction of this third character called Paul, which people hate, absolutely hate. Some people even despise him. So I don't know, but what Zeb Wells, to give Zeb Wells some credit, he did write the Deadpool Wolverine movie. So he was one of those screenwriters. So I don't know, maybe he writes better on screen and maybe not on the comic books. I don't know. But yeah, again, this is a story by Zeb Wells. So, hopefully it's good. And of course, Deadpool meets Batman. So it's a crossover. And after that, there are some of these short stories, wherein they tackle, there is one by Rachel and Terry Dodson. So Chip Zdarsky does it with the Terry and Rachel Dodson. So yeah, okay, this is where it is all. So Captain America and Wonder Woman, that's by Chip Zdarsky and Terry and Rachel Dodson. I don't know what era this is set in. Looks like it's set in like the 40s or something. Then you have Jeff the Landshark and the Crypto crossover. This is by Kelly Thompson and Guru Hero. And then you have the Daredevil and the Green Arrow one, which is written by Kevin Smith and art is by Adam Kubert. And then you have a Rocket Raccoon and Green Lantern. Okay, that's by Al Ewing. I did not know that is going to be there. And this is like a 2-page thing. Old Man Logan and Batman the Dark Knight Returns. It is by Frank Miller. That's amazing. And Alex Sinclair is doing the art. And then you have this thing called Logo, which is done by the Ryans. So Ryan North and Ryan Stegman. So Logo is, I think, just an amalgamation of Lobo and the planet Mogo. So they call it Logo, which is pretty cute. So you have your main story with the Greg Capullo art, and then you have all these short stories in the back, wherein like Batman meets, oh, there's a Hitler page. There you go. Oh, wow. Okay, so definitely in the 1940s then. So, or 1930s. So so like I said, you're also going to get Batman and Deadpool, which is, again, this is now printed by DC, and this is going to be written by Grant Morrison, and art is going to be by Dan Mora. So I'm super excited to get this too. But for now, I think this is Deadpool Batman. And yeah, and there you go. That's Crypto and the Jeff the Landshark, as I said. And yeah, these are weird pairings, man. But yeah, I'm excited. Actually, these have never been done before. And yeah, I'm more excited for this Green Arrow and Daredevil, because Kevin Smith has actually done both of these characters. The Green Arrow Quiver story was amazing, and the Kevin Smith Daredevil during the Marvel Max run was also phenomenal. So he understands both these characters. So I really want to see, and they're ninjas, man. So they're ninjas. So Assassins of the Hand. So yeah, and these are both like street level heroes. So yeah, this is my probably one of my most awaited comics, comic crossovers. Like, oh, I've been waiting on this all my life. So I'm really hyped for this, really excited for this. And yeah, and I get, so the Batman and the Deadpool one, and then the Green Arrow and the Daredevil crossover. Those are, I think, the main ones. There is this 2-page, Old Man Logan and Frank Miller, The Dark Knight Returns, but it's only 2 pages. So, and then you have the Lobo one. So, and that ends the book. But yeah, this is going to probably sell out this time, Deadpool versus Batman. And then, yeah, they have an ad for Ultimate Endgame, which is basically ending this Ultimate Universe, supposedly. And there's going to be a blind bag for this also. So I'll probably get this. This is their Endgame variant, Endgame the movie poster variant. So you have the maker, you have got Tony Stark Jr., you've got Steve Rogers, you've got all the goodness, right? So this is coming from Marvel. So, but anyway, that is Deadpool and Batman issue number 1 for you. All right. Some ongoing issues. This is Deadly Tales of Gunslinger Spawn, 3.99, issue number 9. Jimmy Palmiotti is doing this. So this is an amazing book for me. Yeah, man. This is, the art is by Julio Ferreira. So they've changed the artist on this one. So again, this is a Western book, like when Gunslinger Spawn was first born and his adventures. And he has this Native American First Nations girl who's helping him. And, and they're in an adventure together. They're taking revenge on this guy who has probably wronged them both. So it's a very nice revenge story. This thing was supposedly only 4 issues, but now they've expanded it because of the sales and because the artwork is phenomenal. It's one of the best cowboy stories out there. Even if you don't like Spawn, then, this book is worth checking out. Like, the artwork is detailed. It is phenomenal. Look at that. So him shooting his 6 shooters. So that's Deadly Tales of Gunslinger for you. And that takes us to our next book. So the next book is Exquisite Corpses, issue number 5. So this is an all-out war. This is by James Tynion, the 4th. And obviously Jody Belair does the art. And the art is by Michael Walsh and Claire Rowe. So again, this is an all-out war. So there is this abandoned, isolated town. 13 of these criminal empires have come and taken over this town. So everything is stopped. There's no communication. There's no satellite. There's no telephone. And there are these 13 assassins who have been sent out in this town, and they have to have a hand-to-hand combat. And the one who wins, whoever he's representing, whichever state he's representing, they get control of the United States, basically. And that's the whole goal. So already a lot of these assassins have been taken out. So at the end, they give you like one of these WrestleMania kind of images where like who's been eliminated. So all these people have been eliminated and we are down, and you'll have like a finals between the two. So it's a pretty cool concept and it is a pretty cool book. So I've been enjoying this book like crazy. It's action packed, and what is good is that issue 1 to 3, I guess, or issue 1 to 4 is already collected in the trade. The trade is out. So even if you can get the trade and you can just dive into the next issue. And that's the way you're supposed to do it, right? So you can get in new readers in, and you can get everybody caught up to who has not read it yet. So Exquisite Corpses, issue number 5. Okay, next one is another ongoing. This is G.I. Joe issue number 11. So again, this is continuing the Joshua Williamson run with Andrea Molina on art. And this is, again, this tale of the Baroness who's fighting Major Blood. And some other stuff is going on in the background wherein Hound and Clutch are facing against Mercer. But the main story is still that Baroness is in Paris. She comes to visit her parents. Major Blood kidnaps her. He wants to take her revenge on her because she cost him an eye. So, it's an eye for an eye. So, yeah. And basically it's all out battle between Major Blood and the Baroness, and that's what the whole book is about. And at the same time, there is CoverGirl, who's fighting alongside with Riptor, who is basically assisting Major Blood on this. So all in all, this is a very action-packed story. Like, it's like an action movie, moves very fast. This scene is reminiscent of Mission Impossible 2, the Tom Cruise movie, the John Woo one, wherein, Dougray Scott, I believe the actor's name is, he plunges a knife just near the eyeball of Tom Cruise, and then he has to survive, and there's a big knife fight. So very reminiscent of the Mission Impossible 2 movie, which I like. It's got a great soundtrack, so check that out. And check G.I. Joe issue number 11. Okay, next we've got Battle Beast. Pal Beast is on issue number 5 already, man. So again, this issue is this is Ryan Otley, Robert Kirkman. So Battle Beast, he wants to die. He's fought all the best warriors on the galaxy. He's beaten all of them. He wants to die now. He wants to fight somebody who can kill him. And he comes to this planet with this little alien guy who says that, okay, my planet was taken over by this queen. And this queen is like, she's formidable. She's the best warrior ever. And, she can defeat you. And so on that promise and that he'll be killed, he arrives with this alien on this planet, and then all hell breaks loose. So yeah, so that's what the book is about. And although 5 issues in, if you've never read anything from the Invincible universe, if you don't even know who Battle Beast is, this is such a good introduction to this. And this is a bonkers book. It is kinetic, it is action packed, it is moving at breakneck speed. So I have enjoyed every issue of Robert Kirkman's Battle Beast, and I'll continue to buy this. But that is Battle Beast issue number 5. Okay, this one is Captain Planet issue number 5. So Captain Pollution was formed in the previous issue because Loot and Plunder takes off all the Planeteer's rings, and you have Captain Pollution going against Captain Planet in an all-out war. For the 90s kids, this was like the big thing. This was like a major thing because Captain Pollution was formed by all these super villains, all the villains rosters, all the rogues gallery of Captain Planet. They get like, all the anti-Planeteer rings. So they have like Toxic Sludge ring, they have like a Pollution ring, they've got like a nuclear energy ring and all. And they combine their powers to form Captain Pollution. But in this case, David Pepose has done something different. So Loot and Plunder himself becomes Captain Pollution, so which is like completely different, changing the tone a bit. Peter Cannon Thunderbolt, I used to read him in DC way back in the 90s. I think Dynamite has taken over him, and we're getting a supernatural comic. Come on, man. Sam and Dean Winchester, who doesn't love them? So yeah, that's that. And then yeah, that's Captain Pollution versus Captain Planet. So yeah, and this is what, issue number 5. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, and then the last is my local comic book store lady. She threw in this Chip Zdarsky comic book news, right? So a lot of these creators, they have like these newsletters on Substack and whatnot. Chip Zdarsky has this printed comic, and No More Rain in Gotham. Chip's fine because he was doing Batman, now he's not, so Chip's fine. So, but like for real, but I mean sure. So he's got this instead of a newsletter, he's got this whole comic where he advertises stuff from both DC and Marvel side, like what is good. So bad chubs. So yeah, this is his letters page, and and at the same time, he gives you like heeding the bird call, like this is like a Robin meter. So that's pretty cool. So and Baird artist statement. So something from the artist, and Zub conquers all. So Jim Zub, Ryan North, and Chip Zdarsky, they're all Canadian. They're all local Toronto-based artists, so they like each other. So he's praising Jim Zub's work. So if you haven't subscribed to Jim Zub's newsletter, please do that. And this is Chip Zdarsky's book. So he's praising Absolute Batman, but at the same time he's advertising Ultimate Endgame from Marvel. So I think he's worked on both the spheres. So he likes both DC as well as Marvel stuff. So yeah, he's praising it all, and also Titan. So for Conan the Barbarian, which is basically now a staple of Jim Zub's career. So yeah, this is Selina Kyle, Catwoman. The next Absolute Batman will feature Selina Kyle in her full costume. So yeah, you got a tease in the last one, but this one will feature the full one. That is the last book of the day, man. Chip Zdarsky's Cosmic Comic News. Alright, that's all I got. That's all I read. What are you guys reading? Do you have any questions? Please like and subscribe and comment on the video and let me know. And yeah, that's about it. And I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks.